Alright, collective. So tonight we're going to go on ahead and do a reading for Scorpio. And I did already have a few things pulled just to kind of get an idea before I started with the blind Bible pull. So for Scorpio, we have a flesh light. We have doing it in the butt. And then we have this month's mass shooting. So this could be interpreted two ways. One, if someone is extremely white and glows in the dark, this person could enjoy ass sex, and they could possibly be involved in a mass shooting, either one that is already taking place or one that is about to. Or we can take it as this person is a fleshlight in the sense that their flesh is going to be cut open. Two, doing it in the butt could mean this person gets shot in the ass by a mass shooting that they are going to be caught in. Then the other messages we have is the cycle. This cycle of lessons is about to end. Make sure you understand them so that you don't repeat them. This says the ex stays in their memories and is always a part of their stories. Not always negative ones, some good times. That could be pissing off somebody that the Scorpio deals with. This says you can help them, they win. So, either this is telling the Scorpio that the Scorpio's ex stays in their mind, right? And, there's either a current partner or this ex that the Scorpio could potentially help out, to get them ahead of whatever conflict they're in, or this is talking about somebody that the Scorpio is dealing with currently, where the Scorpio's partner's ex stays in their partner's head. And there's a situation where they can help them. But then that would potentially mean that partner wins and Scorpio loses out. But we will see. We're going to go ahead and do the Bible poll, see what comes out. Okay. So we're at Daniel 8:14, and it's the interpretation of the vision. It says, while I, Daniel, was watching the vision and trying to understand it, there before me stood one who looked like a man, and I heard a man's voice, the Ule, calling, Gabriel, tell this man the meaning of this vision. He said, as he came near the place where I was standing, I was terrified and fell prostrate. Son of man, he said to me, understand that the vision concerns the time of the end. While he was speaking to me, I was in a deep sleep with my face to the ground. Then he touched me and raised me to my feet. He said, I'm going to tell you what will happen later in time of wrath, because the vision concerns the appointed time of the end. The two-horned ram that you saw represents the king of Media and Persia. The shaggy goat is the king of Greece, and the large horn between its eyes is the first king. The four horns that replaced the one was broken off represents the four kingdoms that will emerge from his nation, but will not be the same power. In the latter part of their reign, when rebels have become completely wicked, a fierce-looking king, a master of intrigue, will arise. He will become very strong, but not by his own power. He will cause astounding devastation and will succeed in whatever he does. He will destroy those who are mighty and holy people. He will cause deceit to profit or to prosper, and he will consider himself superior. When they feel secure, he will destroy many and take his stand against the prince of princes. Yet he will be destroyed, but not by human power. The vision of the evenings and the mornings that has been given to you is true, but seal up the vision, for it concerns a distant future. I, Daniel, was worn out. I lay exhausted for several days. Then I got up and went to the king's business. I was appalled by the vision. It was beyond understanding. So, this could be about somebody thinking or feeling something about a Scorpio that almost seems like too extreme. Something that might be in movies or books, but not really real life. And maybe you have had dreams about it as well, not just hints or feelings, and it's starting to come more clear to you as time goes on, but it's still really unbelievable. Maybe you've even told people and been looked at a little awkward. So this would be your confirmation that what you're suspecting and feeling is accurate. You just might be picking up on it a little ahead of time before they have actually been able to do something like that. Or this is about the Scorpio that has these visions about people, maybe not interpreting them correctly, and maybe having them so far ahead of time that the actions they're taking, based off how they interpret them, they potentially could be messing things up, because you see in the Bible it said seal up the vision. Like, okay, now that you know what it is, you need to seal it up and put it away. Like, don't bring it back out because it's not time. So somebody could be reacting off of these visions or thoughts before actually seeing the signs of it coming into prophecy. Like, they're acting too much right away and not giving enough time for it to show them that it's coming true, which could actually change the course of events to come. And maybe that's what they're trying to do, is stop something from coming true. Who knows? But we're going to find out. I'm going to use the universal truth cards differently. I'm going to ask Spirit, what is this Scorpio after? Okay. What is their intention? What are they after? What is the motive? So this Scorpio is after knowing what somebody has learned, how somebody is applying it to be successful. They're also after this person's sense of vulnerability and freedom that they have in their path. And this Scorpio is also after mastery and miracles. To me, that sounds like complete manipulation, complete control over someone's mind and money, and gifts. And this doesn't have to be spiritual gifts. This could just be gifts that someone gets throughout their life. Maybe they get nice stuff all the time. Let's see what energy they're in. We have the Chokure. The solar plexus chakra. The Daikomayo. The inverted Aquarius. Wow. The inverted Aries. The inverted Sagittarius. Okay. I don't even have to continue. Okay, I can just tell you right now. This person with the Chokure, the solar plexus, and the Daikomayo out, this person is all about creating chaos around them, involving other people's lives, and then pulls their own success from that chaos. And how they do that is they sit and they watch and they figure out what people's weaknesses are. And then they create the chaos on that weakness. This is why they need mental manipulation, is because if they're not able to have sex with the person, they can't really get to the solar plexus unless they enter through the mind. They're also doing this with household items. So if somebody knows that clutter causes somebody to have freak out moments or be unstable mentally, they're going to make sure that there's clutter. They are doing something with the air in the environment. This could be a ventilation issue. This could be putting certain toxins in the air. Whatever it would be to limit the amount of oxygen coming through to the person's body. Okay, and then we have fire. So there is a huge need for some sort of fire to be around. This person could be improvising right now, but the whole goal is to create a huge fire. Now, considering we have mass shooting, like I said, improvising, they could be improvising and having a firing of guns or whatever happen, and then maybe they'll turn around and light something on fire in retaliation. I don't know. This could be electrical fire. This could be a whole lot of candles lit in areas that shouldn't be lit. Yeah, but there's something that has to do with something being on fire, and it's gonna be a big one. And the thing here with the choker ray, there's so much chaos that it's almost like a trance. Like, before they can do this, they have to make sure that everybody is almost in the same trance. So everybody is all distracted with their own little piles of chaos before they can do this. Because if one person is not involved in their own chaos and distracted, they'll get caught for this. Now again, keep in mind, in the Bible it did say that this vision, seal it up because it's in the future. What I am telling you now could be a warning for you to pay attention to the behavior of this person, because it is something coming in the future. So that's either telling you to start getting ready to get away now, or get them help before that behavior causes this problem. But for air to be manipulated and sucked out of an environment, and then fire, there's a group that came and approached this man to do this, and it's because this man already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bodies under his belt. Okay, and he is supposed to do this to the woman, and the reason being is because with the police in reverse, police don't come to him. Look at this. A group of 5 people approach this man. He already has 8 bodies under his belt. It is targeting a female. Police are not typically ones to answer or come to the call. So now going back to this message, you can help them, but then they win. So you're going to need to do everything you can not to help this person with things going on. Reason being is because it's going to put you in a weird situation where they're going to be able to complete this plan. Oh. There is a man here that is good with electronics, possibly occasionally drinks, looks like maybe good with automotive as well. He is not part of this group. There is another man here who is well dressed. On the outside appears to be semi-young, handles business, and is a drinker, a big-time drinker. They are a part of this. The Queen of Pentacles in this household is not going to be caught in this little fire that is being planned, okay? But there is supposed to be a scam that does make it look as if she was also caught in it. So I don't know how that's going to work. The police are not coming because they have been paid $9,000, or they have been given something in regards to the number 9 to not respond. And there is going to be a third male that is going to approach. This male is going to be Oriental, and he is being told not to help. The Oriental looks confused, but because of the aggression from the female, he's not going to push it. Look at this.
Right.
There are 3 people out of the 5 that are continuing to move forward. So 2 people are no longer involved, don't want anything to do with it. The 2 that are no longer involved got into a fight over this. Somebody was physically hurt. There is a male that could be possibly a counterpart with this female that is going to be talked to about this situation when the time gets closer. He's going to have his decision on whether or not he's going to help them. If he chooses not to, that is when they will include him on the attack as well. If he chooses to help them, he'll be in the safe zone. If he chooses to help them, he will not be there to appear as the guardian or the guard over this girl. He is showing up in the reverse and showing up as no bloodshed for him. There is going to be 1 person out of the 2 that joins back with the group because of the threats and the attack that they just got into. So it went from 5 to 3 back to oh no, they recruited more. So they recruited 2 more, excuse me. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it went from 5 to 3 to 6. So something is going to happen with the main female here that is behind all of it. There's going to be a car accident that happens. This car accident is going to bring in an investigation. And that is when evidence is going to be presented. Somebody's got hidden evidence somewhere. And then we have the guardian angel standing at the doorway. We have the tower in reverse. So the car accident is meant to take 2 of the people out. Okay, it doesn't happen. Doesn't do the job. They resort to some type of alternate way with some type of fluid. That doesn't work, which is why they're resulting now to a fire. Is the shooting going to be the firing? Or does the shooting come first? Washington. Knife. Aunt. So somebody's aunt is behind it. State of Washington. There's going to be a knife involved. Damn, they're all flying out. So somebody was supposed to be mentally unstable, and because that did not happen, and they were able to stabilize their mental health, this family here that they're around has been told that other things need to be done because time is ticking out. They were approached in October and told in October that before the first of the year, this event needs to take place. The person that they're targeting, they are very much aware that there is communication with this person between the unseen world. They're aware that nature as well. This person has the world card coming out in their future, their near future, which means there's going to be an abundance of success. Some type of work that they're doing is going to bring in an abundance flow of whatever it is that they need, right? And here we have a male and 2 children, 3 children at the table. This male is absolutely not wanting this to happen. As you see this gray cloud coming down to put out her shine. So they need this to, they need this person's light to be put out ASAP. We have somebody who is holding the knife behind their back. We have meetings that are happening with this woman and these men. We have a mother comforting a son, talking about it's okay, it's just a little scrape. So somebody else's kid could be involved. They could be trying to make it to where their kid does not get hurt from this event. Or they could be talking their kid into following through with it, saying that it's not gonna hurt you that bad. They are prepping to mourn this person. Unfortunately, their strength, everyone involved, their strength is depleting or their mental health is deteriorating. We have substance avoidance, escaping truth deepens the wounds. So someone thinks that if they just do enough substance, they won't have to think about it and be able to follow through. We have ignoring red flags. Avoidance creates repeated lessons. So the people involved could have already encountered a situation like this prior. And obviously going through this situation again because they did not put their foot down. We have inner turmoil. Disharmony within creates earnest in life. So somebody is having a really hard time even thinking about what it is that has to be done to this person or the role that they're playing. We have breakdown moments, avoided feelings, crash all at once. So somebody is not wanting to get into their feelings because they don't trust that they're going to be able to keep this secret. They're scared that they're going to end up revealing it. And this inner turmoil with these breakdown moments is creating exhaustion. So this person is finding themselves sleeping quite a bit or randomly crashing. And this could be multiple people going through this. You see there's about 6 or 7 people involved now. Financial manipulation, money gained by control never stays long. So they've been promised an abundance of money if they are able to complete this. Divine is letting them know that money ain't going to be in your hands for very long if you follow through. Being exposed, truth cracks their mask. So somebody is going to come clean about this. They can't keep the mask on. The feelings and the heaviness is too much to bear. We have the lantern. Solitude, inner search, guidance, light in the dark places. It says, when you turn inward, you don't disappear, you expand. Your inner light touches places no one else's can reach. So, the reason why you're able to be around all this and sit probably calmer than what these people can is because you do go inward for your guidance. You're probably well aware that nothing is going to actually touch you. They can keep trying all they want, right? It says, say yes to the opportunity today is safe to accept. So you could be saying no to things, about going places or doing things with people because of mistrust at the moment. You're aware something's going to happen. It says, trust the signal, signs, confirmation, frequency, and alignment. So if it repeats, it's not random. It's okay to believe it. Says something you feel isn't right, the gut feeling, certainty, and inner growth. Don't doubt yourself out of what you already know to be true. So you could have been questioning whether or not these thoughts you're having about these people is accurate, unbelievable. So going back to the Bible, right? The person had a vision, couldn't believe the vision that they were having because it was something so unbelievable. And that's why God said, well, you need to seal it up and put it away because, it's in the future. You clearly haven't seen enough out of this situation for you to actually believe it yet. And that could be what's happening right now. Is you're just now stepping into the situation starting to lay itself out so that you can believe it. And the last one is the Fool, which is new beginnings, destiny's calling, leap of faith, and soul mission activation. Your path opens the moment you trust what you feel. Take the first step, even if you can't see the ground. Let your ancestors know that your ancestors have already laid the stone beneath you. So as soon as Divine is aware that you fully trust in your ascension that you're on, this elevation that you had, and that the communication you're getting is real, is when all of it's going to be laid out for you to see. You're going to see who's behind it, who's been doing what, when it's going to happen, and who do you need to avoid, when you need to avoid them. Because right now, you're sleeping in the lion's den with the lion. Not letting the lion know you know it's a lion. So, keep playing coy for safety, right? But keep your eyes open. I think that's it. I'm going to stop there on that message. And if you guys need any further information, you can contact me. I will do a personal reading for free. Otherwise, take a look at my page. There's also music on there. And don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe.